headphones fucked up. Happy May the 4th, 2025. Shit crazy, boy. 2025. This year's flying on our ass, boy. I tell you, it's gonna be 2050 in no time. I see y'all there. I'll still be here gaming. Waiting for YouTube to send that check. Nigga, we rocking our gray pants.
You like it? What the fuck?
No, we rock our black pants. Yeah. The practice jersey. This ain't a serious game. Put our practice jerseys on. Enjoy, y'all.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Carolina Panthers.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon. Second and 5. Checks this one down to Robinson. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards.
A first down throw for Young. This is Shenault on the receiving end. The numbers a week ago for Shenault. 3 catches, 59 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or Tivoli wings, you're having a nice season.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. To throw, Young. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Robinson with another carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jackson. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge. No.
Here we go. 60 red.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The Panthers at 13-1 now on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Young to throw it. And Thomas has it. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Young on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Hunter now will go in motion left. Young now from the 50. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 1st and 10, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He completes it to Hunter. Touchdown! A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with some...
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 16 carries, 71 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll look to throw here. They'll find Hodgins there complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and long. Jones has it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now. But this offense, they just had to stand on the side. Young looks to throw on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Hunter. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Young steps away to his left. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Hunter. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. To the air once more, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed. And it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less than a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3. Flush to his right. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught at the 2. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Here's a give up the middle. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. On 3rd down and short, and Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. And the catch made by Hopkins. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. It's Young on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Young now. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now a second down throw for Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Hunter. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
From the red zone now, Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. They go play action. Young sliding out of the pocket. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, as time expires in the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead on the final play of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all...
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. The 49ers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember... They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now here's Young. Flushed out right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Young will set to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They give to Johnson going right. Down the sideline he goes. And finally wrestled down at the 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Scott. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Right back to him on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become...
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. caught right side. Shenault with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Panthers. Laviska Shenault, 57 yards. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Back to throw now on first down. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His third. Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Chark, 53 yards. And the Panthers extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second down and inches. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them at it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the... So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. It's Deonte Banks. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.